Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me. Today I'm pretty excited to bring you MS-B55D Space Shuttle, their version of a Legend Scale Decepticon Blast-Off. I've had two Masterpiece versions of Blast-Off and then finally this guy. And I have to say, so far, this one's my favorite. Shozi has unfortunately delayed my delivery of the Toon version that I ordered. Hopefully they get that out to me soon. But we're going to still go ahead and do the IDW version of Bruticus. And then I'll do an update when I finally get the Toon version. But we have that to look forward to. Anyhow, that being said, let's go ahead and dive in. In addition to the instructions and trading card, he comes with his blaster, done in brown plastic. A little bit of detail, but it actually looks pretty good. Comes with a blaster for Bruticus, in the same style as Blast-Offs, but done in gray plastic and much bigger. He comes with a combiner pants or upper legs for Bruticus, done with the blue legs for the toy version. Looks really good. It's got some nice sculpted detail in there, but we'll take a more in-depth look at this in the combiner video. And he does come with Bruticus's hand. Just like the other, it's got some in and out motion. Fingers can move sideways as well as up and down. You got two joints of articulation on each as well as on the thumb. Ball joints at the top, pins at the knuckle. And that brings us to the figure. Let's go ahead and take a look. Getting close on the head sculpt, I do like the purple eyes that are painted, as well as the gray face, brown for the head, and I think the dark gray on the cap is painted as well. A little bit of gaps across the shoulders, but still looks fairly decent. Purple plastic on the chest. Gray is not painted. It is painted in some places, such as on the side of the arms here. But they did a really decent job of matching the color. You've also got purple and gray plastic here on the side of the shoulder. Speaking of the shoulder, you do full 360. You do have a transformation joint that allows you to get up, out, and all the way up if you want. You've got actually two bends on the elbow. The main one used in robot mode is right here above the elbow. You got a secondary one here, but that's for transformation. You won't use that very much. Elbow does get you right above 90 degrees. Coming down to the hands. Hands are interesting. They're on a very deep ball joint. So no up and down, a little bit maybe, but definitely rotation. Taking a look at the waist, you do have this flap that you can move up and down as you choose. You do have full 360 and very nice ab crunch. And I forgot to mention the head does look up. So that's nice. That's definitely needed when you have an ab crunch, but the head can do a full 360 as well. Not much as far as attitude. Coming out of the legs, no hip skirts to talk about, but you do get all the way out. More than 90 up. And as far as back, due to the shape of the leg, only back about that far, but that seems to be the norm of Magic Square. You have rotation at the hip, and due to the leg joint, you get just above 90 degrees. Nothing to complain about, though. One thing I do like about this is the MMC version, the toe rocker was up here at the upper leg, which just made it weird. But on him, he does have movement on the toe, so it can go down, up, adjust a little bit. And you do have a rocker. So overall, nicely articulated. As far as paint, you got paint here on the shins. This would be just plastic, purple plastic. And some paint here on the upper wings in the gray. But one thing that is cool, you can if you choose to do so, take the tail fin off the leg. You can open it, and if you want, you can actually slide it in right up here and have that look if you want. Definitely a nice option that they've given you the ability to do. Me, I'm going to keep it on the leg, but it's your bot. Do what you want. Pretty clean as far as the back. Just butt flap gets in the way a little bit. Position that and put it wherever you want. Just for a quick comparison, here he is with New Age Starscream and Magic Square's Thundercracker. And now that we're finally able to do it, here he is with the rest of the team. Magic Square's blown me away with this set, and honestly, I can't wait to get them combined. Let's go ahead and get them transformed. Now, I do recommend having a spudger handy, but probably the hardest connection on this guy is going to be the forearms right here. What you want to do is hold this brown section on the top and push down on the hands. It's not the easiest connection to break, but once you do, you can swing it down on this joint. It's really stiff, I'm not going to lie, but swing the hand in, swing the nose cone out, and the hand will actually swing into the connection there, and then pivot back up and remake that connection. Now, you want to pivot the arm to where it's away. You can utilize this little transformation joint here if you want. And what you're looking for is that joint to be facing up. And make the connection there at the elbow. Do the same thing over here. Undo that connection. It's a little stiff, so just be careful. Swing the hand in. Swing the nose cone out. And remake the connection and put the hand in place. Rotate the shoulder so that T-shaped joint is up, and make the connection. Next, you want to disengage the front and back, but don't just tug on them. Pull on the head to disconnect this connection right here. Go ahead and fold the head around. Now, pull on the two side pieces, which are the purple side of the abdomen. Bring those down. That'll disconnect the chest and let you pull these apart. Go ahead and rotate the canopy, and then bring it up, connecting on these two prongs. Pull it out, extend the front of the nose. This right here you might need a spudger for, but you want to bring out these two side pieces of the canopy. On this part here, you'll see there's a gap. It slides on this pin, so just push it in, like so. That was a little hard to do the first time, but now you can bring that down and leave it for now. Here, pop out this portion, and there's another portion that you want to pop out. Just like that. Bring these two sections back together, and just like in robot mode, they connect with the two purple sides. Just line them up and you'll feel them connect. Leave the head up for now while you make this connection, and it will go down on this peg. Make that connection and then push it down. So now we can bring in the two arms, make the connections there, and make sure you connect all of these pieces here and the connections on the side. That's the front done. Okay, as far as the legs, bring this section down, pivot the foot down, and leave it there for now. Unpeg the front of the leg. You can bring the wing up as well. Unfold this section and this section. Leave the foot as is. We can make this connection again. Bring the purple section forward. Right here you've got these two T-shaped connectors. Go ahead and pull out on them. I find that works better than trying to go over the outside. For this half, bring the tail up and swing the foot back in. Flip that section. And while you're doing so, flip this section out as well. Go ahead and overextend that just to give yourself some room. We can now remake that connection there. If you want to go ahead and bring the tail half up, you can do that anytime. But we'll show that again. Open the wing. Make the foot fold down, flip it down. Now you can open this section, flip and flip. Close this up again. Open the purple. Open that. Swing out and flip this section up, overextending it. And then close this section again. If you haven't already, go ahead and unfold the sections on the butt flap, the two side sections. Get that up out of the way. Now, if you look, there's a peg right here that will go into the leg and connect right there as well. We'll do the same on this side, but let's get the feet sorted first. Just continue to flip the foot, and ultimately that's what you're looking for, and close it. Same on this side. This joint is really tight, so be careful. And then you want to bring out your small boosters as well, just folding them out. And there we go. We can now, since we have all these out, connect the legs. So you've got tabs here, here, and on the back. And make sure it's connected here on the bottom also. Bring this section forward. Don't forget to peg it into the leg. Now with these, unfold these gray sections and push them down onto the wing. I find that works better than coming up from behind or underneath. And on this tab, make the connection here on the bottom of the shuttle. So again, bring this down, fold it out, and bring it down over the top of the tab on the wing. I feel like that works a lot better. Make this connection here. So now we can go ahead and close these, making the connection on the side of the purple. Kind of helps to push up a little bit with a spudger, because that connection right there is a little tight. Okay. Got everything tabbed in. Last step is to connect here on the back. Pretty self-explanatory, honestly. Connects at the front and on the back. And there we have blast off. I'll clean them up a little bit. We'll take a look at them. And here we have blast off. And I think they did a really good job, honestly. Lots of panel lines, but that's kind of working into the actual detail. So I think they did a good job of blending there. Nice purple, light purple on the windshield as far as paint. Gray here. Again, the gray on the arms is painted. I don't believe this section is. This is painted, and these could very well be painted as well. But definitely the gray on the top of the wings and the fins. But overall, there's the view from the side. Looks nice. View from the top. There's the bottom. He does have a working landing gear. Well, a folding landing gear. The wheel doesn't spin, but it's right here under the fuselage, under the canopy. It does fold up. The back are stationary, and I recommend using a spudger to get it out if you want to use it, but it's a nice touch. Coming down to the back. This is the only thing that I really don't like, which is the rear boosters. I feel like they could have done a better job giving us a little bit of detail here on the back. Unless I'm doing something wrong. It does kind of look like the arm does have a slider, but I don't think it's intended for the feet, to be honest. But I mean, I'm not going to display it from the back anyway, so I guess it's okay. But could have been done better. But overall, I think it's a really fantastic version of Blastoff. For comparison, here he is with New Age Starscream. And here we have the team in alt mode together. Looking fantastic. So let's talk about the bad. A little bit of a clunky transformation. Once you do it a few times, it's not too bad. The arms are definitely the worst part. Could use a little more paint, but I find myself saying that with all Magic Square. I think at this point, we should just accept this is their business model with colored plastics rather than a majority of paint. And I think it's time to just move on from that argument, honestly. The bot articulation and detail is phenomenal. Looks just like it jumped out of the cartoon with a little bit of exception. This being the IDW version, the eyes are different. So can't wait to get my Toon version, honestly. But articulation and just the detail sculpts are fantastic. I got mine from Show Z. I know you can get them from MagicSquareToys.com, and they're going to be getting to US retailers soon. So should have more options to pick this guy up, and the Toon version as well. So keep your eyes open. If you're wanting to complete Bruticus, then it's necessary, but as far as a recommendation, I do love it. So I do recommend this or the Toon, or if you're like me, both. So that being said, if you haven't already, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to get your bell on so you get notified about future content. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time.